afternoon, Saints, and welcome to SFHS Today. I'm Hannah Beckman.
And I'm Sade Sunderland. BPA Dodgeball was yesterday.
Many people will remember this as the event that DECA Dodgeball. This year, the business department joined the Business Professionals of America because the competitions align better with the business classes taught at SFHS.
Well, our advisor is Miss Allard, and she's a multimedia teacher, so she wanted more opportunities for students to compete in multimedia competitions like web design and Photoshop.
On Tuesday, October 28th, SFHS students will have the opportunity to join more than 1 million other students across the country to help break down social and racial barriers by participating in the 12th annual Mix It Up at Lunch Day.
Mix It Up Day is a national campaign launched by the Teaching Tolerance over a decade ago. Mix It Up at Lunch Day encourages students to identify, question, and cross social boundaries.
Students have told us there are a few key areas in school where segregation and bullying are the worst. And unfortunately, the cafeteria is one of them.
So, my 10th grade year, I was a new student at St. Francis High School, and I moved here from West Virginia. It was really hard to make friends because everyone already had their cliques and their different groups, and I just didn't really fit in anywhere. And my first day, I remember walking into the commons during lunch, and I was terrified because I didn't know who to sit with, and everyone already had their little tables. And so I was sitting by myself for about 5 minutes, and a girl I'd never met walked up and introduced herself, and she asked if I wanted to sit with her friends. And so she led me over to her table, introduced me to her friends, and everyone sitting there. And I'll never forget that because I was a complete stranger, and it just was a random act of kindness, something that she didn't have to do, but she went out of her way to be nice to a stranger. And unfortunately, she passed away about 2 weeks ago. And it was unexpected, but the thing I guess I take from everything is that even after she's died, the one thing I'll always remember about her is just how kind she was to people who she did not know. It just reminds me that things that I do, small things I do every day in life can have a really big impact on someone without me knowing it. And I'd rather be remembered for things like that if I ever left Earth than for, my own accomplishments or anything like that. I just think being kind to others means so much more than we will ever find out.
So, Mix can help the cafeteria be a safer and more inclusive place, which hopefully can spread to other parts of the school as well.
People who choose to participate will be given tables and conversation starters to help break the ice.
Senior Day is Wednesday, October 29th. Seniors are invited to the IMC to work on creating a resume and career exploration.
They can also research colleges and apply for free to a number of schools.
Prizes will be given and pictures taken for the wall of plans that will be placed in the counseling hallway.
Packets will be distributed to seniors on Monday with more details and assigned times.
For all HOSA members, the fall delegation meeting is on November 6th through the 7th in Minneapolis. There will be hospital tours and a leadership conference.
And SFHS HOSA State Officer Cassie Stearns will be giving a speech at the state meeting. In entertainment news, Matt Garrity attended a Deicide concert last Thursday, and a full review can be found on our website. Here's some footage from the show.
To close out the news segment, we're taking you back to summer. We spoke with some people who went on the Guatemala trip this year.
When did you go on the trip to Guatemala?
Our Guatemala trip this year was in June. We left on the 8th and returned on the 29th, I believe it was. 21 days.
And where did you stay?
We actually all stayed with families. It was a really authentic experience. Living in another person's home, they welcomed us in, cooked us meals, hosted us. It was really exciting, really fun.
And what all did you do there?
We had activities every day. The students were in classes for about 5 hours every day, and they had their own teacher for that, where they focused on specific content items in Spanish, obviously in Spanish. And then we did activities in the afternoons where we might be, let's say they practice bartering in the morning in class, then we would go to the market and practice shopping.
We studied Spanish. The streets when we shopped, we had to barter with, because they're like, all this is, 45 quetzals is their form of money. Then you have to like barter them down, and you're bartering in Spanish and trying to like.
And I'm the queen of bartering.
Then we visited volcanoes, we hiked, we went to hot springs, lots of fun, different things.
What was the food like?
The food was very authentic. Obviously the families cooked for us. We went out to eat a couple of times, but generally we ate in the home with the families, and it was whatever they were eating. So a lot of rice, a lot of tortillas, fresh tortillas made out of corn. Obviously there were meat and vegetables involved. And we'd go out for ice cream a couple of times each week.
And how many people went?
There were 4 students that went with me, so just 5, all chicas.
Stay tuned for sports, weather, and random question thing.
It's the random question thing. Ding!
What's your favorite thing to do in the fall?
Work at Walmart. Watch Mike work at Walmart.
My favorite thing is football.
My favorite thing is going to Valley Scare or like Pine Haven.
I like going to haunted trails and football games.
I like going to Pine Haven and eating mac and cheese.
Last couple rides in on the dirt bike.
Play football.
Go hunting with my dad and my uncle.
Like carve pumpkins or go to a corn maze. Drink pumpkin spice lattes.
Trick-or-treating, and I don't care if I'm too old for trick-or-treating.
Hey Saints, it's Friday. I hope you had a great week. The high today is going to be 70, the low is going to be 41. Tomorrow on Saturday, the high is supposed to be 68 and with a low of 42. And to wrap up the weekend on Sunday, the high is 68 with a low of 40 with a 20% chance of precipitation. Have a great weekend, Saints.
Good afternoon, Saints. I'm Bo Blansky.
And I'm Lucas Phelps. Welcome to sports.
Last week, the boys football team played Chisago Lakes to wrap up the regular season and won with a score of 54-21.
Tuesday, the Saints played Duluth East to kick off sections and won with a score of 56-6.
Tomorrow, the boys will travel to Brainerd to play them in the section semifinals.
Tessa Mikery went out to speak to the head coach, Chris Lindquist, about sections.
I think it's going to go well. It's going to be a beautiful day for football. The sun should be shining. It's a fall day in the middle of Minnesota, which the weather is just about as perfect as it can possibly get. We're traveling to a team and to a school that has experienced a lot of success in the past, and I think our kids are ready for the challenge and ready to play well.
Cross-country team had a sections meet yesterday at Princeton High School, and we'll have more information on our Facebook page at St. Francis Crier newspaper, on our website at thecrier.com.
The girls volleyball team played Duluth East in sections on Wednesday and came away with a hard-fought win, coming back from 2-game loss to win the next 3.
The win sends them to play Cambridge on Friday in an away match. If they win, they'll play for the section's final game.
We spoke with volleyball libero Caitlin McCann yesterday about the win.
It started off a little slow. We lost 2 games. I think we were all just really nervous. It being our first section game, and a lot of us haven't been on varsity before, and then the 3rd game, I don't know, we flipped a switch and we just killed them the 3rd and the 4th and the 5th game. So we took the win.
Looking ahead to winter sports, people wanting to join the wrestling team have a meeting next week on Tuesday before school in Phillips Room C201 or after school in the Saints Room, formerly known as the TPR. That's all we have for you this week.
Catch you later, Saints.